Hello, Happy New Year everybody. Hope you're all well and you had a nice break. Just to let you know, yes, we've had a couple of days off ourselves, and couriers and things have started to collect again today. So some of your orders have gone out this morning, and anybody that's ordered through the website, anything that is not including fabric is being franked as we speak. Anything that has got fabric in it, we're just waiting to cut it off the roll. So if it's not out today, it will definitely be tomorrow. And all the orders over Christmas that anybody ordered, thank you so much for your patience. They'll all be out by the end of the week, and there's quite a few of them. So we've been a bit busy, but all good. So here are a little bit of a break, and number 403. I've got an Elite tile, and I've actually put a bit of ink on it. This is using my dual brush pens, and I've just sort of like inked a glass mat and sprayed some water, and then just literally flatten this in the water and let it dry. So you can see I've got some sort of ink marks, but I'm all good with that. It's absolutely fine. It's just nice to have a bit of something different now and again. So are we ready? Okay, here we go. I'm going to come straight in with a pen, and let's have a look. Let's go a bit bigger. Here we are. Make a start. So I'm going to sort of start, let's have a look, not right at the bottom, sort of middle-ish. And I'm going to come in with a little curve this way. And a little curve this way. And let's put some little lines. See, sort of 3 there, look. And 3 in there as well. And then coming from that point, I'm going to do another one, a bit thinner. And then another one a little bit smaller. You see how it's sort of gone a bit flatter on the top there. And I can still come in, look, and put these little lines. Maybe not 3 in that one, maybe a couple. And we're going to do similar on the other side. So let's have another one there, look. Another one there. And again, look, I've kept it quite sort of flat on the top there. Sort of putting those little shapes. Let's have a little look at that in context, okay? Sat in the middle of nowhere, all on its own, okay? Let's go a bit bigger. So what I want to do now, I'm going to turn it slightly because I want to put a little sort of a lozenge shape at the top there, like that. And so in this side, I'm going to put a couple of little lines, if you can. I'm going to do similar, but this time it's going to be a little bit smaller. Again, if you can, a couple of little lines. And then another one, smaller and smaller. So if you can put lines in, that's great. So I've got that. See? Looks 3D already, doesn't it? Look at that. Again, let's just have a little look at that because it looks quite big. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to bring myself a bit of a stem down. So I'm going to imagine I'm going to bring it sort of down at a bit of an angle. Sort of one in there. And one in there. And then on either side, I'm going to put like a loop. One there. Put a little line in the middle. And on the other side, a little loop. A line in the middle. Alright, so we've got that little flower bending in the breeze. So let's have a look at doing another one of those. I'm going to come around here. So let's have a look. It's going to, not at the same angle, so I'm going to slightly turn it and put one in here. So I want, as I say, slightly different angle. So this one looks started here. You see how that one's a bit different? And then again, I can do one a little bit thinner and smaller, and the same there, and the same on this one here. Okay, let's bring that in a bit. And then as before, I'm going to put some little lines, the same there. And there. Same on this one. You can't get 3 lines, 2's fine. Okay. And then I'm going to come back in and put 1, 2, 3, 4 little lines on the top. It's almost like they're toppling over. And then some lines up the side. So let's just zoom out again. And then as before, I'm going to bring it sort of down. Not too wide. And then sort of a little loop. Now if they go underneath, that's fine. Just put them wherever they want to sit. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to come slightly up here now. I'm going to bring in the one that's sort of facing that way. And then another one. Same as before. Same on this side. And then let's put those little lines in. And there we go. Turn it to the side again and back here with that sort of lozenge shape. Each one smaller than the last. And then put yourself some little lines on one side. Like that. And it's sort of a straight kind of shape here, so that's going to be kind of straight. I'm going to put a slight bend just to give it a bit of interest. And then let's have one there, look. See, this one is definitely going to go in and behind. That way. Okay. So I'm going to look on this side here. What I want to do is I want to come in and put a bit of a curl in. I know we all love doing these, which is why I keep doing it. So all the way around. Let's go in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing here. And then around on itself. You see, like I've created a little hook shape. And back around. Back around. Down there. And I'm going to come from the bottom. And do one facing in the other direction. See how it's sort of going to go behind. So if you want to draw this in pencil, so you can draw the whole thing and then you can rub out the bits you don't need anymore. Go to the bottom. Let's have a little look at that. And I just want to do something similar on this side as well. So I'm going to turn it slightly and bring this one out. I'm going to do it in one sort of whole flow round now. See, nice confident strokes. And then another one, it's going to go underneath here, around and down we go. Yeah. And we need something in the middle, so I'm going to try and change the height because they all look a bit similar there. So I'm going to have it starting a little bit higher up. Look, it's going to come up and round here and down. And then another one, sort of coming up and around in here. Okay, I say take your time with those if you're feeling you need to. We've got that kind of thing going on. Alright, so just around the base here, I'm going to put some little bubbles, not too many, just sort of almost like little pebbles. Similar kind of thing here, look. And then if I turn it slightly, I'm going to add in a little bit of ground there. just sort of needs a few, oh sorry, wavy lines. You see, it looks like it's sat on the ground now. Let's have a look at the whole thing there. Okay. I think coming up in areas, let's sort of pick one here, for example. I'm going to come up and put a little loop on the end and fill it in. Another one going that way. The beauty of filling these in is you can sort of put them almost anywhere, and you can choose whether they're going to be at the front and things or put them behind. I'll put one there as well. Mine are appearing in twos, but that's fine. So I'm going to have it sitting behind. It's going to sit under there. Let's have a little look at that so you can see that a little bit better. See, look, that one's gone behind. That one definitely in front, look, here, behind. But it depends what you've got. You can do whatever you like there, it's fine. Alright. So, I want to sort of extend the round a little bit and create an extra little wave. And same sort of thing up here, so I'm not going to try and keep it straight, I'm going to wobble it. And same round here. Now if you would prefer to, you can use a straight edge and you can create a straight sort of border if you want to. Join it there. But sometimes it's nice to have that little bit of a wavy edge, almost like a little torn edge, isn't it? Yeah. Put a couple of bubbles in there. See, it looks like it's following on. And then it's, you know, the first one of a new year, isn't it? So leaving it there, perhaps it's not the best thing we want to do. I want to do a little bit more to it. So let's have a look. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 words I thought would be quite nice. So what I'm going to do with my pencil is just gauge a couple of lines for my words. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll see if I can get one down there. Yeah. So let's have a look. Let's go with the longer words first, okay? You know, you think about this, don't you? I think the first one, as I'm going to put up here. Now, sometimes, you know, you can go in and just write with your regular writing. Other times you want to be a bit neater. So if you want to come in and do this in pencil first, I tend to write this way if I'm writing normally. But being that I'm trying to be neat and I've got a line to work to, I'm going to write it straight ahead. Okay, so let's put this one in. Okay, there's one. All right, let's have a look. Let's do gratitude. Yeah. I just thought of, you know, positive words that we could bring to what it is we do, being that it's the start of a new year for us. I mean, it's not the start of a new set of tiles or anything, but it's nice to do, isn't it? Yeah? Okay. So, let's put love here. I'm going to put it on this one, so slightly further in. Okay. And I've got inspire. That's got to be in, hasn't it? It's got to be in there. So I've got a small one here. I'm going to go in with hope. I'm sure we could come up with sentences for the new year with all of this. I'm going to use this large one here. It doesn't look very, I want to say straight though, does it? That's sort of neat and accurate. Okay. This one, I find this one really important. And I certainly live by it. So I would definitely have that on my New Year's list to maintain that. Okay. And I think sometimes as well it's nice to have, let's put in Grace. I apologise, I see that my video sort of blurs a little bit. I need to sort the settings again. Okay. And little one down the bottom here. So you can choose to put these words in, or you can use your own. You could put a little verse in. We could even stamp little words in, things like that. But I just wanted to include all those bits and pieces. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got 8 in there. There's other ones, but I think I wanted to stop there because, you know, you could go on, couldn't you? And you could actually do a single tile on every single one of those words. But I thought it was kind of nice to leave it there. Just remove the lines out of there, okay? So, what I'd like to know, I'm going to bring a little bit of colour in. I'm going to stick to my regular pencils. I know you've not got the watercolour ones yet, but they're on their way. So it would be nice to add a little bit of watercolour to this, but as it happens. And I think being that I've got this sort of pinky colour here, I think I'm going to come in with, let's have a look, shall I go in with pink? Let's have a look, just check that it's sharp before I start. All right. Nope. Yeah, so first things first then, let's go in a bit. I'm gonna, you see where I've got the lines, top and bottom, I'm gonna add a little bit of that pink to the top there and to the bottom. So I'm actually going over those lines. You can do this whatever colour you like, or if you wanted to and just use regular pencil, this is where you'd be using your pencil. And then when I come in with my next colour, that's when you would be blending it with a Tortillon. So this is mid-rose I'm using at the minute. Okay. And then my other pink, my light rose, I'm going to add in sort of over the top of part of it, taking it in a little bit further as I go. You see, taking it in a little bit further as I go. Okay. And so that just sort of works its way along. There we go. Alright. And then I'm going to bring in the light peach. I'm not going to go all the way. I want to try and leave a little bit of lightness if I can. There we go. Perhaps if I put a bit of pink that way as well. There you go. A little bit of that light peach. Not in all places. Some places it doesn't really need it because there's not much space to go with. Then of course my white. And let's work them together in the middle there. Same on this one. And this one. Okay. Alright. And a little bit of, let's have a look. Oh, Clementine, not much. Just a little bit down that side there. Where I've put the lines. And again, if you're not colouring in, that's where you'd put your pencil and you could then blend it out with your Tortillon. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of light orange. Just down that edge. On that edge. See, just sort of working next to that Clementine. And then one of my yellows, citrus yellow's fine. I'm going to go right to the edge with that. Fill the whole thing in now. Let's have a little look at that. Okay, gives it a little bit of colour. And it's going to come with deep green just at the bottom. See up to the line there with these little leaves. Not too much, don't press on too hard with them. Okay, and just a little bit on those stems. They're quite fine. And then we've got our grass green that we can add the rest in. You see, so bring that in. I don't want to blend too much. The flowers are the most. This is just sort of extra dressing around it. Okay, I'm just going to work those together. Same with this one and this one. I think maybe a bit of sunny green in there just across that top edge, just to finish blend them off, and a bit down that stem. We're looking forward to spring now, aren't we? Yeah, hopefully. A nice mild couple months now, and spring a little bit there. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my regular pencil and add some on the inside of that wavy line that I drew earlier. Along there. Just a little tiny little bit on those there. I'm not going to colour those in. Add a bit of shading. A little bit round there. A little bit down there. See, stop me when I get to anything in my way. Same with that one. And in comes the Tortillon. Let's soften all that round. So it's kind of nice having that bit of a background in there. I think that's made this piece. Just want to get rid of that line underneath there. And sort of do those bits as I go. Only a little bit. I think a little bit of green on that one. Missed that. And down here. Along. All the way to the bottom, swirling it, so I'm not spreading it too far. Just giving it a little bit of a swirl. I'll have a look at it in a minute and see if I want to move it anymore. Along this one. Down there. Let's have a little look at it. Maybe just a touch in, not much. So, you know, just sort of almost a light dusting. There it is. Okay. I think, yeah, I think, you know, I'm liking that. So, last thing to do is a bit of a signature. So there it is, down that bottom end. And I mean, look at that, looks like it's a little bit of a rainbow now, doesn't it? A little bit of sun coming in the background. But whether you want to do it as just the image on its own, a little bit of a card topper there, looks lovely. Or whether you want to add the words in, or whether you want to put the words in the middle, you could add these flowers around. Lots of different things you can do with this one. But there we go, job done. I think I'm going to faff a bit. I'm going to fill a couple of those bubbles. A bit of ink, just to sort of give it a bit of a variation. Yeah, and there you go, all done. So our first tile of the new year, and hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you're going to have a go and post it on the page and let's have a look. Just to let you know, the Sanntangle group is where I'm going to be doing my live videos from now, so just in case you sort of think, why? If you remember, I did get hacked it's quite a long time ago now, and I still can't access certain Facebook on certain computers and things, so I'm going to have to set up a new Sandra Rushton profile, and it just thought it would be easier to move it to the Sanntangle group page so everybody knows where it is, rather than try and sort of change things about again. So there you go. Okay, all being well, I will see you back here on Friday for our next tile. Other than that, have a lovely week, everybody, and I'll see you soon. So take care. Bye.